Wait a minute, I gotta put your cash app up there too. You never know. Hold on. Oh,
Girl, not the cash apps, girl.
and we live. Hold on. What is yours? Yeah, we're gonna put our cash apps. I'm putting them up there.
Are we live right now?
Uh-huh. Wait a minute.
We're live?
Yep. I was gonna play some videos and then I just thought about that. Hold on. Hold on. I'm so excited. Okay, is that the right one? No.
Yeah, that's it.
I
Hashtag
gotta
Lady of
put the
Lisa.
L. I gotta asterisk sign. Oh yeah, you need. Hold on.
We're actually live.
Yep. Hold on. Save. Okay, let me start. So,
Wanna get you right now, yeah. It's take me like bomb, yeah. Heart gon' speak so God, splash on my face. Wanna get you 당장.
hello, everybody. Hey, bits and pieces. Yep, I got me some new subscribers, whole new group of people, and I got my old co-host back. God is good. Glory, hallelujah. And thankfully, somebody that understands how I was feeling about Jussie Smollett case. I know Jennifer. All right now, and people have been missing you, Lady of Legion.
Is
Yeah,
that right?
yeah. So, matter of fact, I'm getting ready to turn the show over to her, and she's gonna talk about Jussie Smollett.
Okay, hello everybody. Lady of Leisure here. Yeah, I popped on to just talk about this update with Jussie Smollett. For those of you who have not heard, he was ordered to be released from jail today, awaiting his appeal. So they're going to have to free Jussie. He said, "Welcome back, Cotter." Yeah, they're going to have to free Jussie.
Hey,
April and I have talked about this case. I have always had a problem with it. Um, I've just always had a problem with this case. I just don't. And then I didn't have a problem with the verdict. Even though I guess I was kind of on the fence about the verdict, but I had a problem with the sentencing because when he sentenced Jussie, he said, "I sentence you to 30 months probation." And then he paused and he said the first 150 days to be served in the county jail immediately. And I'm like, wait, that's a twist. How do you serve probation in jail? I mean, the very definition and essence of probation is an alternative to jail. So, how is that probation? And, I've had this conversation with, other people, and they said, well, we know what he meant. No, we know what he said. The transcripts records what you say. It doesn't record what you mean. And what he said, he was very deliberate in the way that he delivered the verdict because he wanted, I'm sorry, the sentence, because he wanted, I felt like, and this is just my personal opinion, I felt as if he wanted Jussie to believe that he was going to walk out of there with probation. And then he dropped the hammer. And that was just so unlike that judge. I mean, it was so unlike that judge. So at this point, I'm having to believe that, you know, he's presided over this case. He's seen all the evidence. He's heard all of the evidence, and that he's basing his decision on that fact, on those facts. Always in a case, if you're not in the courtroom, and even sometimes if you are, there are things that you're not privy to. There are things you don't get to see. There are things you don't get to hear. Jennifer said the judge was being an ass. And that is so unlike that judge, Robert Keller. Hey, baby, where's your wife?
I told him, I said, come
Get
in.
your wife over here.
Yeah, I told him to come in. I said, my lips are sealed. He said, this ain't about R. Kelly. I said, no, because he fasted for Lent. And then I ain't been talking about him. So, okay.
Um, you know, Jennifer said a judge was being an ass. I know this judge. Oh gosh, somebody just okay. I'm sorry guys, somebody just sent me a reel of Jussie and I can't look at it right now. Darn it. Anywho, I know this judge. We have, everybody has a nickname for certain judges. There are certain judges, that are known for either their sternness or their fairness or their, bullshit. And this is a judge who is called Let 'em Loose Lynn because nobody goes to jail. You gotta be a murderer. I mean, you gotta, everybody goes home under Judge Lynn. So for him to not, I also felt like it also was political and public pressure. Uh, I really believe that had a little bit to do with his decision to jail Jussie because I can't remember ever knowing anybody with a class 4 felony to get jail time. Not anybody that I can remember. I'm not saying it's never happened. I don't remember it ever happening with anybody that had, because a class 4 felony is a step above a misdemeanor. It's the lowest class felony here in Illinois that you can have. Unless you have an extensive criminal history. I mean, it's got to be extensive. Unless you have an extensive criminal history, and it's got to be some really bad stuff because I've seen repeat drug dealers, I'm talking big time drug dealers get a class 4 and go home. And that's this judge. He's always going to try to find a way for you to go home. Doesn't matter what the prosecution will say. But judge, this is 10th time. He said, yeah, it's his 10th time, but that shows me he's got a drug problem. He needs to be in rehab. That's this judge. So for him to give that sentence the way that he did it, yeah, I felt some type of way about it. And it's so unlike him. But initially I thought, okay, he's been in that courtroom. He's seen things nobody's seen. He knows this case, and he's basing his judgment on what he's seen and heard. I've been privy to some of that evidence, not all of it. I I didn't see the overwhelming evidence that the judge talked about, during his sentencing. I just didn't see it. Now, that's not saying it wasn't there. I didn't see it. There was nothing for me that was tangible enough. There was nothing. There were no letters. There were no text messages. There was nothing, tangible for me. I think that the entire case weighed on the two brothers' testimony, you know, and also in the very beginning, the superintendents rushed to judgment. You know, he was the very first person. He started to drop hints in the media that, Jussie could have done this. Then it was just an all out attack. They were doing press conference with the mayor, and, the mayor was reaming him, and we want him to pay us. And we spent all these, man hours at the police department, and you did this yourself. I just never got that. And the thing really for me, I didn't see a motive. Like, not even the prosecution gave a motive. Every damn crime has a motive. Like, what would have been his motive? So that was the first problem for me, because when they came out in the very beginning and they said, oh, he did it for money, the executives from Empire came out and said, no, he never complained. He was never unhappy. He just renegotiated his contract. He's never expressed to us that he was unhappy here in any way, and certainly not over money. So when they negated that, what was it? Now, my daughter seems to think that he's crazy. My daughter says, look, he's psycho. I'm like, is he really? She was like, I'm telling you, he's psycho. Well, see, I don't know him, so I don't know that. I know from everything that I've heard in this case and that I've seen in this case, I had a problem. They questioned the brothers, then they let them go to Nigeria. Like, really? You know, and then they came back, and I think they met him at the airport and arrested him or whatever, and then nothing. And the judge sat there during sentencing, and I just don't accept his perception of what he believes Jussie's motive was. I mean, the guy's making great money. He's very well known. He's popular. He's great on the show. He's gotten a certain level of fame on this show. Like, what is the motive for this? So, I've had a problem with it. The brothers who were involved, they're the witnesses. I just, that was just so crazy to me. Because even if Jussie planned this, as they say, let's say he planned it. Well, didn't the damn brothers plan it with him? Mm-mm. Did you check it? I'm sorry, guys. Even if Jussie planned it,
My mic is mute. Yeah, but he's scheduled to be released. He just hasn't walked out of jail yet. The court order, it has been put in, so he should be walking out any soon. The issues I had with the case was that damn Eddie Johnson.
wait a minute. B Sparrow said he got to play that bond. He doesn't have to pay a bond.
He got to pay.
No, he got a bond. He doesn't have to pay a bond.
Oh, okay. Why Tupac? I will ask her tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Cause and what I was
Well,
with
he
Eddie Johnson.
he doesn't have to pay the 150K. Okay, he got he didn't get specifically a I bond, but it's the same damn thing because the I bond is a personal recognizance bond, which is what they gave him. They gave him a personal recognizance bond, so he walks without paying a damn dime. If he doesn't show back up for court, if you know what I'm saying, if he
Yeah.
goes missing or whatever, then he'll have to pay the 150,000. He doesn't have to pay a dime. He's walking out there. He's not giving up a dime.
Okay. What does Fox News say?
No, B Sparrow. It is a personal recognizance bond. Look it up. Yes, it says he has a personal recognizance bond of $150,000.
He
A
could be
personal
released.
recognizance bond is a bond that you do not pay any money.
Yeah.
They
It says
let you out on your own personal recognizance. The $150 amount is simply for if you don't show back up in court, or if you skip town or whatever the case may be, if you don't abide by whatever, release restrictions they put on you, then that 150 comes into play. But he doesn't have to pay a dime.
Hey Reese from Philly, Jennifer, White Tupac, B Sparrow, the other co-host, um, Robert Keller, APTV, Black Girl Beauty, Jennifer Keller, just trying to speak to everybody. Bring
B
them up to
Sparrow, I read that
50.
exact same article, and
I'm
it
getting ready to
does
sign
say
up.
that. I'm sorry, April. B, I
Uh-uh.
read that same article, and it does say that. I'm not saying it doesn't say that. It does say that. It says after he posts $150 personal recognizance bond. But look up what a personal recognizance bond is. You do not pay any money. It's a signature. It's just a signature. You sign and say, yeah, I agree. If I don't do this, that, and the other, I'll have to pay $150,000. He doesn't pay a dime to walk out of there. He signs the bond and he goes.
Okay, hold on, everybody. Let me share the screen.
What link are you supposed to be dropping, April?
Well, I'm putting this one up there where it says on Wednesday the appeals court in the 2-1 decision um, says Smollett could be released after posting a personal reconnaissance bond of 150,000,
Right,
meaning he doesn't have to put down money, but
right.
agrees to
It's a
come to
personal
court
recognizance bond. It's an I
as
bond.
required. Hold on.
Right.
Oh boy, hold on. Okay. Lord, him and that black power fist just kills me.
No, Jennifer, he did not let this one loose, and I was so surprised by that. But again, I really thought that it was political and public pressure that made him make that decision because Jussie doesn't have a felony conviction. He's the prime candidate for probation, and that's what everybody get with a listen. You can look up this case in Chicago. This guy was charged with a class 4. Okay,
Okay.
in
Hey, Georgia
he
girl.
he was charged with a class 4. It's an
Yes.
involuntary manslaughter case. He killed somebody. Okay, because of the circumstances of the way the guy died, it wasn't murder. They charged him with involuntary manslaughter. They made it a class 4 felony, which is the lowest felony you can get. Was a person dead, and this man got probation, and he had a record. People just here in Chicago, you just don't go to jail with a class 4. You just don't. The jails are
So
overcrowded.
there's a
You've
question
got,
up there I just put.
the jails are overcrowded. You've got violent offenders. You just don't want the jail, bringing people into jail that could do better outside, you know? But yeah, I really think it was, whenever you hear a judge say it's not political or public pressure, it's political and public pressure because they wouldn't even make that statement if it weren't. So I really do believe that the 150 days was due to all of the political and public pressure because, Kim Fox let him go in the beginning. But this case has some issues. It does have issues. And clearly, uh, you know, the appeals court thought it had issues because they ordered him to be free immediately. But,
Well,
I just didn't like the fact that, yes, B, that it's me. I just didn't like the fact that I didn't like everything that the judge said, and I understood why he said a lot of the things that he said. I didn't like it though. Telling him, he flat out told him that he committed perjury. He told Jussie that he sat on the stand for hours and lied. His words were, "You committed pure perjury." And I thought, well, damn, that's really strong. You know? To say you're a liar is one thing, but for a judge to tell you you sat on the stand and committed perjury, that's strong, you know? Because now I'm waiting on the perjury charges to come. Like, where the perjury charges? Because that's an indication to the prosecution. But I don't know. I have a problem with it. If Jussie did plan this, I've got problems. Like I said, I'm on the fence. I've got problems believing that he did it for a lot of reasons. Nobody came up with a motive. What was the motive? Every crime has a motive, even if it's a crime that you did not plan, even if it just happens. When people have road rage and shoot somebody on the damn E-way, the motive was, you pissed me the fuck off, or I felt disrespected, or I felt whatever. There is always a motive. Nobody came up with a motive. And then you've got these two brothers. Nigerian brothers, and I know how that sound, y'all. And yeah, I'm gonna go there because it's me. You know, April, where's that music coming from? April. April?
Yeah, it should be off now. I had
Okay, it is off.
wait a minute, hold on. Okay.
Let April get it together. Okay, there we go. You've got two brothers.
I'm going to
You've
put
got
the
two
link in.
Nigerian brothers. And yeah, it's racist as hell, but so am I. You know, who are known, at least in this country, to be the biggest goddamn scammers in the world.
And then they don't like black Americans.
Well, none of them do. Now,
No.
Nigerians, Africans, Jamaicans, none of them like black Americans. None of them do. They feel as if we're the lowest form on earth. And if they're truthful and honest, they will tell you that. I've had them tell me that. But the thing of it is, you've got two brothers. These are brothers. They commit this crime, and there is no question that they committed the crime. They went, they jumped on the man, they put the thing around his neck, they poured bleach or whatever they poured on him. They did that. So why is it they have no charges whatsoever? None. None whatsoever. You know, to me, it just sounds like, I was just absolutely positively shocked that they took the people who committed the crimes word. Because it just sounds like to me they alibied each other. That's what it sounds like. When you commit a crime, especially when you plan a crime, you plan an alibi with it. Nobody plans a crime without planning an alibi. Nobody. Well, I take that back. Some of the dumbest criminals do. Very few people plan a crime and don't plan an alibi.
Right. Jeffrey Taylor is in the chat. Hey, Jeff. He said this was a publicity stunt to draw a distraction. So go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all ladies doing? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we hear you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. And y'all, I just had to come in right quick to get some clarification. I'm at the lake, chilling with my family, and we just enjoying the weather and stuff like that. I looked and I saw that Jussie Smollett is out of jail, or they got to let him out. But
Yes.
I'm just trying to wrap my brain around this right about now.
Why?
Wow. See, this is what I want to say, and I'm gonna get on up out of here. But this is a direct publicity stunt by the Democratic Party to draw a distraction for something else. The question is, what is the distraction that they are trying to cover up as a smokescreen? I'm just blue right about now because that man just got sentenced. That judge just went off on him. So you got we already know through the political connections that Jussie Smollett is tied in with the Obamas. He's tied in with the with the Democratic Party. Period. You know what I'm saying? And for them to choose Chicago to do something like this they are setting the stage for Chicago to be the epicenter for something that's coming that's major. So that is concerning. And, I can't understand why they just doing this in front of us, in front of our face. It's a smoke screen. So from 2019, this whole case, it's been a joke, a complete joke. And, I don't want to see no black man go to jail that didn't murder no children or do something to somebody that was innocent, took somebody's life or raped nobody, nothing like this. But they are wasting taxpayers' money with this bullshit. And part of my vernacular, I'm just, man, that was a waste. And by me living in Chicago, I take this shit personal, and because that they spent so much money on that case. I'm just about to blow my
Well,
top,
that's
man,
what
because this is
Eddie
what
Johnson said. See, Eddie Johnson put that out there too. Eddie Johnson
Absolutely.
believed the
we laughing at me.
Nigerians at first. And Eddie Johnson wanted to go out because hell, he was under scrutiny. All of them crooks up there in Chicago.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. And you know, my guy was just laughing at me because I said blow my top, but I'll be taking this personal because you know we dealing with so much just economically, gas prices high, y'all adding taxes and y'all wasting our time and our money and everything on this case. That's some bull. You know, it's just crazy.
The
And it's crooks right in front of us. There's we just let the shit slide. Oh my God. But you know, like I say, the thing
Chicago,
that everybody need to
crooked
do
county,
is
crooked
find out.
county.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. They ain't turned the music up. But I'm gonna get up out of here because I ain't really at the right time or space. But I just wanted to tap in and let y'all know this is all political. This is some political strategy. I can't even believe it. But I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna listen in though.
I don't know why it's Chicago. You should
Right.
believe it.
Right.
Hey, B Sparrow is on the
But
panel too.
thank you for coming on. Thank you for your comment. Really appreciate it. Enjoy your evening with your family and the weather and all that good stuff. Be safe.
Most definitely. Peace and blessings to everybody on the panel in the chat. And I'll chop it up with y'all later.
Okay.
Well, hello,
Hey, B.
lady of leisure.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm wonderful, dear. How are you?
I am great. I just wanted to hop on the panel just to say hi to you, man. It's been what, a year?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a
It
Hmm.
minute.
it has been.
I was
Yeah,
just thinking about you the other day. I was like,
yeah,
wonder
we
how
was.
Lady
We was
Leisure.
just talking about her, talking about Jules
Yeah,
was the back room host where we started off on your show.
yeah.
Hmm.
The host from the back room.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
yes.
How is he?
He's fine. He should be walking through the door any minute now, coming back from work.
Okay.
Okay.
And how have you
Um,
been?
I can't complain. I mean, God is good.
Hey, it
I
wouldn't
can't
do no
complain.
good if you did.
I'm living. Shoot.
I know
So
that's right.
I don't. I'm back to Jussie Smollett. Me and
Yes.
April was talking about him the other day. I decided I wasn't going to clown this man anymore. Um, People still calling him Juicy Smollett, and I got it when he was saying what he was saying before they took him behind bars. When he was saying, "I just want people to know that I'm not suicidal." I got it off the
You know
top.
what? Everybody got it. It's the media. They had to pretend like they didn't get it.
Mhm.
Everybody got it,
He just.
especially everybody in Chicago, because
Mhm.
here in Chicago, I mean, it's well known. It's what they do. And
Mhm.
there is no way for you to prove that your loved one did not commit suicide while in the county jail.
Right.
You know,
Right.
the only thing that you can do is have an independent autopsy, but the county doctor is going to stand by his autopsy. So, again, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're never going to get the records from the county. So, what can you do? So, yeah, everybody knew what the heck he was saying. That's just the media being the media.
Now,
You
now,
know,
at first, he kind of threw me off. At first, he threw me off when he said, right before he said something to the effect where I respect you, Your Honor, I respect you, Judge. Now, before he got to that point, I was like, what is really going on with Jussie? But then when he broke it down and said, if anything happens to me, I just want y'all to know that I'm not suicidal. I was like, oh, okay, I get it.
well, that was the very first thing he said.
Well, see, I missed that part, but
Yeah, that was
you
the
know,
very first thing he said when the judge gave him his sentence. And when he told him he would be spending his first 150 days in jail, effective
mhm,
immediately, he
mhm.
said, "I'm not suicidal." The
Right,
judge
right,
said,
right.
and
That's that part. Right.
the judge said, okay.
So what do you think about the judge's comments to him? But the
Oh, wow. Again, I'm on the fence. I have a
right.
problem. I have a
The problem is
problem,
with me.
but I understand why he said those things. Because here's the thing. When you are sentencing someone, what he was doing was that he was letting basically the powers that be know this is why I'm giving this sentence. You understand
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was doing. And he went through every step of it because that's what you need to do, especially in a high profile case like this that has had so many issues.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the judge was doing. So I got that part of it. I knew why he was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't I just didn't like his delivery. I did not like his delivery. I didn't. You know,
He sounded kind of biased in his delivery. Like kind of one-sided. Like he just I don't
well
know. Like,
well he absolutely was one-sided because he believes he's guilty. I mean, the verdict is in. It's not like he's the jury. Like I said, he sat through that trial. We did not. He's seen evidence that didn't make it into evidence. You understand what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
He's seen and heard things that we will never know. So I take that into account as well.
So
But I also know that it was a lot of political and public pressure to get Jussie. And that's because they really, well, you know, the thing of it is, this would have all been, none of this would have happened had Kim Fox properly recused herself from the case.
mm-hmm.
This is where it all started. Okay? You can't say, I recuse myself and assign somebody else to the case, but you still got your hand in it.
Right.
And that's what she did. And that's what started all of this. Because yeah, people were mad. He didn't get charged. He got charged. And that's going to be another problem coming up. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Because he paid $10,000 and he did community service, right?
Right.
Well, isn't that restitution?
Robert Keller said he's walking out now live on Fox.
Okay, let's turn to Fox.
Hey, Poe. Okay. Jussie Smollett is
It's
walking
Smollett.
out.
On
Hey,
Fox? Really? I don't see it on Fox.
hold on. I'm good. Let me see.
I'm on Fox. I'm looking
Mhm.
at
Hold
some
on.
TV show.
Yep, hold on.
He probably meant
He
the
walking
Fox
out.
Network.
I got the link. I'm looking at it now. Hold on.
What
Hold
you
on.
looking
Let
at
me
it
pull
on?
it up. Go, Jesse, go. Run, Jesse, run. Get the hell out of
Oh,
Chicago.
oh. Hey, April, it ain't that serious now. Excited.
Yes, it is. Well,
Have y'all, Lady of Legion, before I hop down, I wanted to ask you a question. I don't know if y'all talked about R. Kelly yet.
no. Oh, no.
I was
I
listening to Dennis
yeah, I
Byron
can't.
just now. Dennis Byron just went live, right? And he
Hmm.
was saying that there's a chance that because he's covering the case, he said that there is a chance that R. Kelly will be able to that he might, with this new lawyer, have a chance to appeal his case.
Well, I mean, anybody can appeal a case. Is he going to win it? Absolutely not.
Mm,
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They're gonna be looking for justice lawyer in a minute. Every time, as soon as her motions get denied, then they're gonna be saying, "Go get Jussie Smollett lawyer." Right? Listen, the only way, listen, appeals happen all the time. Appeals for new trials, appeals to vacate convictions happen every single day. They are rarely ever granted because it's not about, in order for him to win an appeal, there has to be an error in the law, an error in which the law was applied, an
Yeah, that's right.
error in which the
Hmm.
judge applied the law or held back evidence or let in evidence. There has to be a legal error. They don't have
Yeah, that's
one.
what he was saying.
They can argue whatever they want to argue. They can make things look however they want to make them look. It's not there in his case. It's not there. You
Well,
know,
listen,
they
ladies,
were
I'm
they were
sorry.
talking earlier about I had this conversation about the racketeering and the bribery charge and people thinking it, he may, the bribery charge may get overturned. It's not. It's not.
Okay, hold on. I'm ready to share the screen. Hey, Chef.
So listen, ladies, I just wanted to hop on to say hello and glad to see you back on the panel, Lady of Leisure.
Thank you,
April,
darling.
I hope we're still on for Friday for an update
We
show.
are.
And Lady of Leisure, I hope that you'll be able to join us on Friday. You know,
Yeah, every
get-
Friday we said we was gonna do weekly recaps of everything been going on.
so I look forward to that, and I hope to see y'all. I'm getting ready to hop on down and go on and get my beauty
Okay.
sleep now.
So
Well,
there it
thanks for shouting
is.
out, baby.
Absolutely,
There it goes.
absolutely.
Free Jesse. Hey,
Wait,
hey,
hey, play that
Chef Hit
video.
Dice. Hey,
I'm
folks.
sorry. Hold on. Who's on the panel?
Oh, B is leaving, so it's just you and I.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard something. You watching the news? See, I didn't see.
Oh, B
I
still
turned
on
to
here.
five, so I
Yeah.
didn't see
Oh,
anything.
I was saying hi to Poetic Sins. Well, her name is Khadija. Her
So
real.
Jussie has just walked out of jail.
Yeah, it's real scratchy from that distance, though.
Ooh, ain't that good?
The audio
What
scratchy
is
from
that
that
I'm
distance,
hearing
but
in the background?
That's the talking from Fox 32 News. It's
Wait a minute.
live. They're talking.
I'm on Fox 32 and there is no news.
Well, look at my screen.
Oh wait, let me go back, girl, because
I'm
I'm in the
sharing the
comments.
screen.
I'm in the comments with my dumb self.
Run, Jussie, run. Please get on the next airplane. They mad because he know the Obamas. I'm
I,
saying run, Jesse, run, Lady of Leisure. Get on the
I
first airplane. I don't care where it go. Get the hell out of Chicago. These folks mad again. You knew the Obamas. You know they were supposed to have wiped the slate clean with his case. It was wiped from the computers and everything.
no, it wasn't. No, it
Oh, it
wasn't.
wasn't. Remember they said
No.
that?
Well, what happened was they didn't enter an official charge, and Kim Fox said it was, under the alternate program that they do. Um, but but again, the thing was, had she not did it that way, it would not have been a problem. Uh, the superintendent coming out as he did, Rom coming, and I love Rom. Rom came out, they came after him, um, saying it was a disgrace and, he should be run out of town and he needs to pay them and all that stuff. But, Kim Fox made a couple of missteps. And everybody is really PO'd because she let him go free. They did an independent investigation saying that, the way that she handled it, that there was definitely something wrong with it, and nothing happened. She walked right up and won another election. So nobody's happy about that. The public isn't happy about that. But the Democratic machine, and I told people this back then, and I don't know if you remember, April, but I told you, I said Kim Fox isn't going anywhere. They tried, because Kim Fox has the support of the Democratic machine. And there is nobody that can beat that machine. Who can beat that machine? I mean, Chicago has been a Democratic stronghold for over 100 years. Kim Fox isn't going anywhere until that machine says she goes somewhere. I don't care how many blunders she makes. I don't care how many people she makes angry. Until they decide they're done with her, she's going to be right there. So Jussie's walked out of jail. Who met with him? His attorneys. I'm sure his family is there. April, are you there? April. Oh, it's on Facebook. Cause I'm like, I got okay. Are you there, April?
I be muting my mic. So what is this I'm watching? That's wrong.
I don't know what you're
32
watching. I
Facebook.
can't. I'm sorry. Okay, it's on Facebook. Because I
That's
turned to
it.
Fox News. I'm like, wait a minute, there is no Fox News on. Okay, it's on Facebook.
I'm on Fox 32 Chicago. Facebook right here.
Yeah, but you're on Facebook. It's not on Fox 32 TV. It's a Facebook stream.
Well, wait a minute. I'm hearing somebody say, "Here he comes."
Yeah, I'm on Fox 32. Where is my? I don't even know
So
where my
are we
laptop
looking at the
or
same
my
thing? Now I know I'm
iPad
not
is.
crazy.
You're on Facebook.
And
So
that's
it's a stream. It's a live stream to Facebook. It's not on the news on TV. The news isn't on. The news doesn't come on until 9 o'clock on 32.
but they're live right down here. That's not the right one.
It's a stream.
So what do
They're
I need to do?
streaming through Facebook.
We're moving.
Hold
He's
on.
coming out.
Okay, I heard him say he's coming out.
Right. That's hold on.
Okay.
And I can't, I don't even know, I don't know where my, okay, I see people walking.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm
Oh, I
trying
wish
to
you
see
could blow this
if I can
up.
do food first. I am. That's what I'm trying to do. Click to expand.
So who's waiting for him, April?
I don't know.
Who's
I don't know
waiting
no
for
more than you
Justin?
know. There we go. Okay. All right. Uh-oh, look at him. See Jesse right there? Ain't that him? See, yeah, there we go, y'all.
Okay, we see him, girl. It's okay. Yeah, don't say shit else, Jussie. You said enough.
Yeah. We don't put no fist up. Don't do nothing. Just get in the car, get the hell out of Chicago.
And as expected, Jussie.
Oh yeah, because you can best believe that his attorneys have reamed him a new asshole for his outburst in court.
Well, hey,
Yeah,
when
Cheryl and Rob.
you and I both know. Check this out. We know 26 and Cal. Hell, you do be writing a death sentence going up in there. Shit, he wasn't lying. Hey, Sam. Hey, Debowski. Yeah.
Just wait. I have to mute my mic for a minute, guys.
Okay. Woo! Hallelujah. Free Jesse. Run, Jesse, run.
Mike.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm trying to. Okay, wait a minute. Girl, I don't know.
One second. Mike.
Say hi. Say hi.
All the attorneys.
Hey, is it on?
I'm hitting that.
Scott, is it on?
Well, in the sentencing.
I'm getting back. I'm trying to get back. Calm down. So you guys tell me when you're ready.
Okay, I just unmuted my mic. I'm sorry, guys. I had somebody come in and
I pressed high for the banner and it's still showing. So I don't know.
all I can see is the jail. Are they saying anything, April?
No, they can ready to say it now.
Okay,
And I
great.
pressed high.
Can we
was
get some
fine.
volume?
They haven't started talking yet.
Does this sound okay? Does this sound okay?
Look, he's so happy he don't know what
You
to
guys
do.
ready? I'm whenever you're ready. I'm sorry? Okay. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Go ahead.
Does it sound okay, or you want a hard wire?
There's two. One.
You want a hard wire, or it sounds okay?
They're trying to get their audio together.
Yeah.
Good.
1 second.
Okay, so the banner isn't showing on the screen anymore. I'll cash app, Sardo.
You are a mess.
Hard wire? Sorry. 20 seconds.
20 seconds is a long time when you're
Check
waiting.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
The Bosu said, yet my neighbor gets shot 61 times in the same place.
Obviously, the Smollett family,
Okay.
they're very, very happy with today's developments. The
Oh,
legal
wait.
team, Ms. Fidel, Mr. Allen, Ms. Walker, and Ms. Lewis, and myself, were very elated about this. Let me make something clear. There is no room for politics in our court system, and our appellate courts in this great state do not play politics. Let me make something clear. When this case was initially re-indicted, when this case was prosecuted, when this case was sentenced, at each of those steps, I wondered to myself whether Chicago has seceded from the Union. Because in this country, you cannot punish a person twice. And while everyone was focused on the sensationalism surrounding this case, people were not focused on the constitutionality of the prosecution. And we've been trying to tell everyone that. It is unconstitutional to charge someone twice. Mr. Smollett paid a $10,000 fine. Let me repeat it again.
Yes, he
because our
did.
courts paid a $10,000 fine and did
That's
community service.
restitution.
There's no time
Restitution.
machine to go back in time to undo those things. his $10,000 fine hasn't even been returned to him, right? And then you re-indict the case and you give him 30 months probation for a class 4 felony with a man with no criminal record, felony record. 30 months probation, you give him 150 days in jail. You give him what else? You make him do restitution of $120,000, and then you give him the maximum fines. You know, and there's something wrong with that. We've been complaining about the disparate treatment of African Americans in the judicial system, regardless of what you think about this case. Some people might think Mr. Smollett is guilty. I disagree. We all disagree, but that's okay. You're entitled to your opinion. But the real question is, should black men be walked into jail for a class 4 felony? Shame on you if you think they should. That's a disgrace. It's wrong. We're talking about incarceration in this day and age. The Trump administration, the Obama administration, the Rauner administration in Illinois, and people are still trying to lock black men up, and it's a disgrace. Now, the judge's sentencing, couldn't disagree more with it. The judge spent a great deal of time chastising, berating my client. I've never seen that, and I thought it was unprofessional. That's my personal opinion.
You a lie. You done seen it. They do it all the time. You a lie.
This case is gone to the appellate court to actually having finally an intellectual conversation about the constitutionality of this case. I'm not playing politics. That's all I'll say for now.
Oh. How's everybody doing? Sure. Shay Allen is S-H-A-Y. I think we're here because the appellate court realized this was the right thing to do. I hope everyone realizes that the persecution that went on in that courthouse was absurd.
Not a persecution.
And that the sentence was a draconian sentence. It was excessive, and I've always called this case a class 4 murder. Apparently, this case was more important than the 20% clearance rate of the murders that are here in Chicago. Apparently, any citizen in Chicago, if they want to, if they don't like the decision that this dual
what's wrong?
Into the courtroom and ask for a special prosecutor. Accused of, but you can definitely be charged for something that you didn't do. You should never ever be charged again for something that you had already been prosecuted for. It's important. Do not minimize it. It's not a joke. Thank you.
It should also not be minimized. Yes. Heather Waddell, major tenant of not just obviously Illinois, Cook County, but the United States judicial system. Mr. Smollett had to come into this courtroom 2.5 years after this incident occurred and felt that he needed to prove his own innocence. And again, that's patently unfair. That's not how the system works. It's not how the system should work. And the sentence that Judge Lynn doled out was the laws that are understanding of what class 4 felonies mean, what the statutes are designed for by the legislature of the state. And again, and moving forward, I hope that everyone understands, like Mr. Allen said, the very important nature of this case and the implications for every single citizen of this state and of this county. You're absolutely entitled to not say a word. You're absolutely entitled to speak in your own defense, and you're absolutely entitled to representation by attorneys. So we're very elated that Mr. Smollett is out, and the work is not finished at this point.
Yeah.
Hello, Tamara was able to cut through the politics, to cut through the smoke screen, and was able to understand that we have real, definitive issues for appeal.
And that's why they made the decision that they made. This is a very serious issue that any American can lose their presumption of innocence should be an affront to us all. Of a man. And we had letters of support from the NAA. The appellate court is able to decipher the legal issues here and apply the correct standard. And we look forward to this process playing out. Thank you.
Questions? And then we're out.
Yes. Well, whoever spoke with Jussie this evening before he was getting out of jail, tell us about that phone call. What was his reaction?
The first thing Jussie did was he, what separates us in the jail because of COVID is the glass. And he pushed his hands on the glass and his eyes got teary. And I've never seen that because he's been very strong in there. And he said, I nearly lost hope in our constitutional system. And he did say that. He did say that. And that was his reaction. He was shocked. I think he had nearly given up. I can't speak for him. You would have to ask him that question. But just looking at him, a human to another human, put in a cage for a class 4 felony. Shame.
Well, that's where they put people when they're found guilty.
Me, instead of leaving here today and reporting about how he walked out and what, report on the constitutionality. Should the press, the number one defenders of the Constitution, the fourth arm of government, should you be standing by reporting on how, I think this is crazy, Jussie did this, maybe he newsroom, is this right? Could this happen to any one of us? Could someone come by and say, hey, listen, guys, I grew up in Nigeria under military rule. It's dangerous. We're playing with fire. The idea that a person can be charged twice, report that. Talk about that. The appellate court took a look at our motions. We submitted it to them. Focus. Stop focusing on sensational stuff. These are not tabloid papers. Focus on the real stuff. Is it right for a person to be punished twice? And I'm going to say, is he getting all this attention because all the accusations were about Jussie said it was a white guy? Is that what's really going on? Because multiple reports, false reports, are made against black men all over the country. Nobody cares. They're under-prosecuted, non-prosecuted. Nobody cares. Why is it this one? What's really going on? Why are people so charged about it? Right? This is ridiculous. And you guys have to start doing your jobs. I've said it before. My father had a Fulbright scholarship in journalism. He was a professor of journalism. Do your job. Get out there. Ask the right questions. I'm tired of reading the papers and reading tabloid stuff. Talk about the Constitution. Ask the question, should he be charged a second time? I mean, it's frustrating. We've been through a year and a half of nonsense. And it has to stop, guys. Please, focus on the Constitution. Focus on whether this is right. Any other questions? Sorry, it's been long. Well, of course, we are going to, right now he's out. We're waiting for further ruling from the appellate court, and we're going to, of course, begin a normal appeal. Right? What we did initially was an emergency appeal, and now we're going to start the will for a regular appeal, and they release a schedule once I make that application. So that's coming soon. Good question.
Could you talk about the timing of this and how getting him out of jail, because the appeal process...
I wish I could hear the question.
Isn't that scary? Isn't that scary? Isn't that scary? Shouldn't that be frightening to everyone? Tomorrow it could be anyone's family member. It was really, if I'm understanding your question right, it was a scary moment for us. And even a day later, knew spiritually something. Sorry? I'm going to find out from him. But maybe being in a cage for a class 4 is enough to make you not to eat. I wouldn't eat either. I'll be upset. Charlie. You know, I expect the leader, and he's a very strong leader type personality, and he held up in there. He held up in there. Uh, I'm not gonna answer that. We're gonna talk soon. He allowed him to travel and stuff, right? So the answer to that question is an absolute yes. No, he's been drinking ice cold water, ice water. That's been his food and liquid. Charlie, if you were in jail for something you didn't do, would you eat or would you be? I don't know. I know, Charlie. I don't know. I really don't know, and I'm going to get you those answers. I'm sure Jussie, someone from his family, at some point will make a statement. But I don't know. But I can only imagine if I was in jail for something I didn't do, or I thought I was in jail and the sentence was too harsh. I doubt I'll be eating. I think food is the last thing I'll be thinking about. Any other questions, and we're done? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that's over. Are you there, April? Is everyone in the chat still with us?
Yeah, hold on. I've gotta, I'll be muting the mic. But people are mad about this. Okay, so y'all want to talk shit, people? Well,
Wait a minute.
Sarah Bryant, the one that murdered, told a lie on Emmett Till. Y'all mad because Jussie walked out? I can't with these people. Ain't nobody saying go arrest Carol Bryant. That's the lady that lied on Emmett Till. She's still alive.
Okay, let's not look. You know what? That reference with Emmett Till, I think that is so goddamn disrespectful and out of place. It really is. I thought the same thing when Taraji did it. It has no place here. Emmett Till came up with in a time when black people couldn't even look at white people. Jussie is a half goddamn white man. So there is no damn comparison in the crimes. None whatsoever.
Okay, are they gonna show it over?
Emmett Till was killed over a damn lie.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ready?
So okay, yeah, I don't like that reference at all.
Okay.
So people are mad that Jussie walked free?
Yeah, they're mad. I'm looking at the comments. They're mad. They're pissed. If the guy, he didn't plead guilty to no charge. He just paid a fine, right? And he did community service. So they came back and did a Bill Cosby and charged him again, right?
See, that's sticky, yes. But here's the thing. They claim there were no charges. And you're right. This is just like a Bill Cosby thing. Because in Bill Cosby's case, they gave him immunity for his confession. So he should have never been charged. But just like in Jussie's case, in Bill Cosby's case, there was no contract. There was no written agreement of immunity. So without a written agreement of immunity, it didn't happen legally. So they charged him. But the prosecutor testified and said, yes, I gave him immunity. So they had to let him go. It is really, now that's a very similar inference with Jussie because Kim Foxx said he was not charged. Because people were like, Well, why is he paying restitution? Why is he doing community service if he was not charged?
Right.
You know, she said it was part of her alternative program that they had been doing, but again, where is that paperwork? So without that paperwork, it didn't happen. So yeah, they indicted him again.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's big. I was saying that earlier. Matter of fact, that's what I was talking about when it came on, when he was getting released. How he had paid restitution and did community service. Well, he didn't do it for charity. He did it in relation to this so-called hoax.
But check this out. Jussie done had all black lawyers. The last case he had that black woman lawyer come in. So one thing I can say, he been bringing in the black lawyers. So maybe I guess he could be showing the black power fist. You believe in black lawyers, you got some of the good ones and best ones. That's good. That's good. So I guess he can do the black power fist.
He should do a half fist because he only half black.
Oh, okay. Well, the half fist.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Because listen,
let the world see that black attorneys are smart and intelligent women and men. Thank you. So.
Yeah, I love that he had a lot of female attorneys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love that.
Yeah. But I wonder, where was that lady that he had from last year? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even remember who that was, honestly.
Remember, she was an older black lady, too.
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really don't remember.
And Jussie comes from a real prominent family. Real prominent family. Again, I will say I don't. Lady Alicia and I told her I didn't feel comfortable with the case because Eddie Johnson was involved. Eddie Johnson threw that out there that it was a hoax.
He did. He absolutely did.
Threw that out there that he was the one that put that out there in the
He was. He absolutely was.
The crooked superintendent of police, Eddie Johnson, because he was trying to get a win before they got rid of his behind.
Yeah. You're exactly right.
And so Eddie Johnson threw that theory out there, and I'm sitting here thinking, now you know what? People getting killed every day in Chicago, and they don't have no videotape, but you got videotapes of the men supposed to be
right. There are more cameras in the black community than anywhere else in Chicago. But according to them, they weren't working. None of them are ever working, according to the police. They are never working. But yet, you've got all the footage from the brothers getting in the Uber, everything. But yeah, I've had problems with this case from the very beginning. His attorneys are absolutely correct. He paid restitution. He did community service. Kim Foxx said he was not charged, and the media did ask the questions then. If he were not charged, why was he paying $10,000 and why was he doing community service?
But can't they do that? Don't they have a right to do that? make special exceptions?
They do have the right to do that, but it's not a problem with her doing that. The problem is, if that's what she did, then she did it because he committed a crime. So if he committed that crime and he paid restitution or or whatever it was, if he sat there in her office and pled no contest to her and said, "Look, I'm not admitting anything, but you know, as long as I can, evade a trial, I'll do whatever you want me to do." And there's nothing wrong with her doing that. The problem is when they indicted him again. It's the same damn thing. It's the same case.
Wow.
It's the same case. So, there may be some double jeopardy issues. If they come up with whatever agreement it is, the Kim Fox claim never happened.
So do you think they mad because for them to come back and charge him, that they mad because he knew the Obamas and he had all of these connections?
I think they're mad because I think the majority of people believe Jussie is guilty. They think he did this. And why wouldn't they think he did this? Because that's what the superintendent drilled for months. That's what the media drilled for months. That's what the damn Nigerian brothers said. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why wouldn't they believe it? Because people don't do research. They don't look beyond the sensational headlines because, they said, oh, he was mad because he got a threatening letter at work. That was the first lie. He got a threatening letter at work and he didn't think that Empire took it seriously. Really? You fake a crime over that? Really? And again, Empire came out and said, absolutely not true. He did not want the extra security. We added it. He's not that guy. He didn't want it. He had it, but he didn't want it. He thought it was too much fuss. He didn't want it. Everything that they claimed as a motive, the executives of Empire came out and denounced. I think they're mad because they believe that he's guilty and that, he's now walked out of jail. I also think that a lot of them could be some R. Kelly fans and they mad that he can't walk out of jail. I don't know. But, if you had followed this case from the beginning, everything was found with the brothers. The letter that they sent to him at Empire, the magazine with the cutout letters were in the brothers' apartment.
Hey, Clarence Carter. Hey, James Harris. Y'all see who back? This great news.
If you remember when Eddie Johnson came out and said Jussie sent the letter to himself. You remember that?
Right.
The FBI came in and said, hold up. We have no evidence of that. So this narrative, and you're correct, this narrative was put out here by the superintendent of police.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, if you followed this case or you even researched this case, I saw nothing that I saw no tangible evidence. There wasn't a recorded phone call. There wasn't text messages between them. You know, I mean, they had text messages between them. When I say there weren't text messages between them, I mean talking about this hoax, talking about what they were going to do. His text messages were saying, hey, where is my meal plan? You know, you forgot to send me the meal plan. Because again, he paid them for training. The brothers didn't deny that. They said he paid them for training. But then on the witness stand, they said, when they asked him, what did you think the check was for? They said training and the hoax. Really? I'm planning a crime. I'm going to commit a crime. And I've planned it out well. But I'm stupid enough to write you a check to carry it out?
And on that check, he specifically said for training.
And there are text messages between them that corroborates that he paid them for training. Ooh. So again, like I said, the judge has undoubtedly seen many things that we have not. I saw nothing in the text messages. He was trying to get some ass. He was trying to do that. He was getting drugs. That's in the text messages. There was absolutely nothing that said in any correspondence between them, I did this crime and I want you all to carry it out for me. There was nothing. He called them from the plane. How many times have you called me when your plane got delayed?
A lot of times.
Or you miss a flight.
With weather, with COVID and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Like, he thought they were friends. Why wouldn't you call your friend and say, man, my plane delayed. I'm supposed to be there at 8 o'clock. I'm not going to get there at 2 in the morning. Why wouldn't you do that? That's what people do. Oh, they drove around. He drove them around and he showed them everywhere to go. Well, why were you driving them out? And he told them, we drove around smoking weed. It's not allowed in my building where I live. That wasn't good enough. Oh, you can drive around smoking weed, but they can bring you pills. Well, can't nobody smell me taking a damn pill in my apartment.
So, okay.
You know, I mean, they just twisted everything. Oh, the brothers have
Eddie Johnson.
Eddie Johnson was the first one. They have too much detailed information. Well, they committed the damn crime. Of course they got details. Don't you know what you did?
Yeah. And what I didn't do.
Exactly. And even if Jussie planned this, didn't the brothers have to plan it with him in order to carry it out?
Yeah.
Even if he planned it, they had to be in on that damn plan. And they don't deny being in on it. They just said Jussie orchestrated it. And the only thing, you know, and I told you this from the very beginning. I said, I cannot believe that CPD is that goddamn stupid. These brothers just sat here and alibied each other, and they just accept that as the truth. You on video ban all the shit. You on video going to his house. You on video jumping him, all that shit. But yet, I take your word. Really? Where they do that at? And they're brothers. And not only are their brothers, they questioned them. They let them go to Nigeria.
I bet you they deported now.
Oh, they're not going to deport them. Deport them for what? They ain't charged with a crime. I bet you what? I bet you I'll be screaming for their ass to be charged now.
Right.
I never understood that. Even if he orchestrated the crime, they were still an integral part of it. They carried it out. So why is he sitting there and they damn witnesses? They should be co-defendants.
And you know they gonna stick together.
And all of the things that they scrub from their social media accounts, all of the homophobic things that they said about gay people, the text messages, tell them to show you that. The text messages between the brothers talking about Jussie faggot ass, and that's what they called him. Like a dog. You in the bathhouse. You worked in Boys Town. Everybody in Chicago knows Boys Town is nothing but damn gay people. Nothing lives there but gay people. Every damn thing in Boys Town is gay. Everybody knows that. One of the brothers worked in Boys Town, I think he said 4 or 5 years. He goes to a bathhouse with Jussie. Y'all know what a bathhouse is, okay?
What's the bag house? The coke house?
No, it's where you go and have a bath, with your friends.
Oh, a bathhouse. Oh,
a bathhouse.
I thought you said a bag. Okay.
No, a bathhouse. One of the brothers goes to a bathhouse with Jussie, admits that, but he claims he didn't know it was gay. You went to a bathhouse in Boys Town where you worked 4 to 5 years.
Look, you got K. Judah.
Where's K. Judah?
He said, my friend is back. I love you, friend. K. Judah.
That's my best friend.
Yeah.
That's my best friend, K. Judah. Hey. He worked in Boys Town 4 or 5 years. He goes to a bathhouse with Jussie, but he says he didn't know it was a gay bathhouse in Boys Town where you worked for 4 to 5 years. You didn't know it was gay. And why would you, not being gay, go to a bathhouse with a gay man? Like, that is the craziest shit. But every explanation that, in my opinion, every explanation Jussie gave was plausible. Was it, something that would make you say, oh my God, yes, he's telling the truth? No, because that's not what the truth is. You can make a lie as sensational as you want it to be. It's a damn lie. There is nothing that you can do with the truth but tell it. That's all you can do with it. But, you can make a lie sound any way you want to. So I didn't see all of this overwhelming evidence. Again, I didn't see everything in the case. I wasn't there. But I just didn't see it. I'm doing great, K. Judah.
Hey, Atmos. Yeah, we got Atmos in here. Hey, Atmos. They released Jussie Smollett.
Smollett.
Yeah. And I'm out. Hey, TY. Everybody, please hit the like, share, and
I
subscribe
gotta
button.
mute my mic
And
for
I
one
said I
second.
wasn't going to be talking about Jussie and making them comments um, about the names Dave Chappelle gave him, because at the end of the day, he's still a human being, a very talented man that could sing and make music. Hey, Tracy, yeah, and make music. Oh, he made some great hits on Empire. So that's what didn't make sense to me. Hey, Tracy, that didn't make sense to me at all, neither, because he was getting $2 million a year from Empire. He was happy with the salary. Shows don't come on for full seasons like they used to back in the day. A season meant from when school started to school ended. A season now on TV is from when school starts to Christmas break. That's how they do their seasons now. So yes, Jussie was free. I'm glad. Um, I have Lady Alicia on here tonight because both of us, when this happened, I told her I didn't like it. I felt like Eddie Johnson, the crooked superintendent, he the one tossed that out there, that it was a hoax. So I just didn't feel right. Something wasn't right. Hey, TY. TY. Ty roll with OCOV. I'm still OCOV. Yep. Let's see. So that's about, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm back, guys.
Okay. Yeah. And so, yeah, we're glad. I'm glad that he's free. And as we recapping, they did the same thing to Bill Cosby. It's similar to this. Jussie had worked out arrangements with Kim Fox's office. He had already paid restitution and a fine. Well, I guess restitution slash fine, and then he had did community service.
Hey, Tracy.
Tracy, how we know Jussie lied? Hey, Kels Tears, how y'all doing? Eddie Johnson, the superintendent, went by the words of the two Nigerian men.
Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the two brothers.
They're two brothers who looked out for each other.
Exactly. And the first thing that they said, if you remember, the first thing that they said when this case started, because I don't know what they thought was going to happen, was that this case was hurting their career. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
What damn career? You're a boxer. I think they're the ones who wanted to be famous. They're the ones who wanted Jussie's spot. He thought they were friends. He had got them little parts on Empire, They had walk-in roles. They had, a couple of lines or words or whatever. They wanted more. Like, I just can't believe how Chicago police would take the word of two people who admitted to committing a crime. Yeah, I committed the crime, but he arranged it all.
It was
all his idea. Right. Like,
Two
really?
brothers now. Two brothers who gonna stick together.
Absolutely, they are. Absolutely, they are. And I said it from the very beginning. What they did was alibi each other. That's all they did. They alibied each other. And for some reason beyond my comprehension, it worked. Where have two black men ever been seen on camera doing something illegal by the police and they walk into the police station and say, I didn't do that. It was his idea. And they say, oh, okay, go home. Go to Nigeria. Go on vacation. We'll talk to you when you get back. When the hell has that ever happened?
What's in the court evidence, Tracy? I mean, he was attacked. If it's true, they should have been locked up with Jussie. Yeah, that's all we saying.
I mean, there is no if. They admitted to doing it. They're on camera doing it. There is no if. There is no question. They did it. They're on video in this store buying all this shit. They're on video getting in the cab, getting out the cab, walking down the street. They're on video jumping him. There is no question that they did it. They never denied doing it. They just said he planned it. So again, why aren't they all in jail? Why are the brothers not charged? Because if I go out and I plan a crime and you know about it, April, and you don't stop it, you don't even have to participate in it. You're an accessory.
I done got too old to be going to jail, so I'm going to sing like a canary bird. First of all, I'm going to tell you, I don't even want to know. Don't even tell me. Yeah.
But whether you participate or not, the fact that you knew I was going to commit a crime and you did not call 911 and tell on my ass makes you an accessory.
And then they just walked away free as birds.
Free as birds, lying through their little Nigerian teeth, and did exactly what they wanted to do. Killed that boy's career. Are viewed favorably by the public. Are well known now because of this case. If you ask me, they had the damn motive. Jussie had all that shit already. He already had fame. He was already well known. He was on television. He's making money. Now, every time that little boy go box, there's the newspaper. Why? Because of this case.
And he's going to always be known as the liar.
Right. They're always going to look at Jussie as you faked a hate crime. And when it first came out, especially when he said they were talking about MAGA country, first of all, Jussie's lived in Chicago about 5 years. He's viewed as a black man, okay? It ain't a black person in the city of Chicago that would say shit about MAGA country. Because Trump couldn't even come here to his own goddamn Trump Towers. Okay? Nobody that has lived here would ever say some shit like that. Them the Nigerians. Because they don't know no goddamn better. Sounded good to them. We're going to have on ski masks, so we're going to put on some white makeup under them. So even if they see our eyes, they won't know that we're black, and we're going to say MAGA country, so they'll think we're white guys. Get the fuck out of here. I never believed them. You know, it's just, I just have so many problems with this case. Mainly, I need to know what the hell his motive would have been. And even the judge said nobody could figure out the motive. There was no motive. The judge said that in his sentencing. Nobody knew the motive. How do you have a crime without a motive? Every damn crime has a motive. Every crime. Even when you commit suicide, you had a motive.
Yeah.
So I really wish them the best of luck. And if Jussie did do it, I hope you get away with this one.
Huh?
I said if Jussie did do it, I hope he gets away with this one. Don't be OJ now, Jussie. Okay? If your attorneys get this shit overturned or whatever, don't be OJ. Don't go do some more stupid shit. Get your ass locked up forever because they mad that they didn't get you this time.
Yeah. Hey, Ty, I don't talk about R. Kelly. I got people in the bushes, even the Clarence. They'll wait till if you make a joke or something. They tried to come up in my show last night and I had to boot them out. You can go back and listen to the last 15 minutes. She was so determined to come in my show and play a recording. So, yeah.
Who came in your show and played the
I don't
recording?
know who this crazy woman was. Trying to play a recording. Well, she played it. And then trying to start stuff. So, you know, I've made it clear, like I'm just not doing that. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I didn't make that agreement. No, I'm just kidding.
Huh?
I said I didn't make that agreement. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking shit.
Jussie is scared of jail. He's not gonna do anymore. Oh no, I know what you're saying, TY, but like I say, they be in the bushes. And see, the minute we say one thing here, they come in. That's what they did last night. Yeah. I'm just glad Jussie is free. You know, if arrangements was made for Jussie when he paid
Right.
$2,000
He made a deal.
restitution
He
slash
made a
fine,
deal with.
and then he did community service, he should have not been charged again.
He made
So
a
they
deal with the
tried to
state's
build
attorney. Now
time.
we don't know what that deal was, but she gonna have to tell it. You know, she's gonna have to tell what that deal was.
Yeah.
But he had a deal. Whatever the deal was, he paid the $10,000. He did the community service. She claims there was no deal. That's what she always said in public. But there had to be a deal. Why would he just pay you $10,000 and do community service out of the goodness of his damn heart? He didn't do
I
that.
wonder how much money did she get?
Don't star. See, there you go. This is why I quit. There you go. Stop that. Don't do that. Why do you do that? Don't do that.
Because Kim Fox, something, but you know
Don't
what? It
don't
matter
do
what I
that.
think about Kim Fox. She ain't going nowhere.
The thing is, we can talk about her misgivings. I don't have a problem with that, but just don't do that because you put shit out there and it takes life, and it's it's not right. It's just not right. Because I'm quite sure every dime of that went to the county.
Well, I know Jussie's mother can sleep well, and his family. His
I hope,
family.
and you know what? It's a beautiful evening. It's nice and warm. I hope they celebrate. Oh, he ain't eating though. He's
Well,
fasting.
I wouldn't have been eating either.
Well, no, he
26 in
listen.
California,
No,
hell,
no, 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 no. He's not. He wasn't not eating because he was in jail. He's been fasting for Lent.
oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been fasting for Lent. It's not because he was in jail. He wasn't eating before he went to jail.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm glad because his mother, you know, and the family, because they was rallying for him. So I'm happy for them. They can all celebrate and and just be at ease, knowing that he's not down there in 26th in California.
The
And if
worst
people
place in the
don't know,
world to be.
26th in California is worse probably compared to what, Rikers Island or something. It's not a good place to be.
It is, people wonder why so many, because they say, they wonder why so many people plead guilty and cop out. And I'm telling you, and I know this for a fact, it's just to get the hell out of the county. It is the worst place you could ever be. They would much rather be in the penitentiary than in the county jail. It's nothing nice. And I'm pretty sure Jussie probably saw the best of it. It's nothing nice. And they got him out before they got that booty. Cause that was gonna be the night.
Huh? Well, because, yeah, they had him in a psych ward. Then they had to move him because I know they was like, well, we're going to have to keep him in the psych ward. But I think another patient came in. So that's why they hurried up and got him the hell out of there before it
Listen,
fell again. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. You want to make any closing statements? I want to go and I got to get back in my music show.
yeah, I want to go and eat. It was fun.
And then um, Friday we'll be on with B Sparrow, talking about everything.
Well, I don't know about that, but we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got a lot going on Friday. But I'll see what time it is, and we'll talk about that. But thank you guys. Appreciate you. Lady Leisure, I'm out.
April Showers, I'm out.